So the final piece of the management jigsaw is meetings. You see, essentially in any organisation, you should expect what you accept. So it's all very well to build the processes and implement the positional contracts and the KPIs, but if we're not creating an accountability loop around that, then things might start to slip. So the final piece of our management jigsaw is mastering our meetings. When we think about meetings, we use a very simple acronym, but it's a very effective process. We talk about LION meetings. So LION meetings consist of 4 parts. By the time you leave any management meeting, and by the way, management happens one-to-one because accountability happens one-to-one. Innovation happens in a group, accountability happens one-to-one. So by the time you leave any management meeting, we should be very clear on next. In other words, what's going to happen between now and the next time we meet. So that's the N in LION. When you come back for your next meeting, we can reflect on what we agreed to do next time, which is, did you do what you said you were going to do last time? That's the L in LION. There's 2 more really important parts in this process, issues and opportunities. You see, everybody should be turning up to their management meeting having identified some issues and some opportunities. If they haven't, what does that show you? It shows you that they're either not engaged or not really thinking about their own results. So the LION acronym creates a really effective methodology for creating accountability and forward movement between next week and last time, and then some good quality measures on how much are people thinking about what's happening in the day-to-day running of the business. So that's a great structure, but it's not enough. You see, there's another couple of parts to this. So we use something that we call a whiffle. And a whiffle is what I feel like expressing. So if you notice a whiffle, the key word in there is feel, what I feel like expressing. It's not an objective overview of the business. It's a subjective expression of how somebody is feeling right now. Now, the great thing about this is, first of all, by asking somebody to whiffle, you get the tone. In other words, you understand what's going on for them. If you whiffle first, you set the tone. If they whiffle first, you get the tone. It's a really good barometer for the level of trust that exists either between you, or these can be run in a group as well. The higher the quality of whiffle, the higher the quality of trust. And let's be fair, trust is absolutely paramount if we're going to build a high quality organisation. We have to drive the fear out so that there is enough trust for people to express themselves without fear of repercussion. So that whiffle is a really good barometer for the level of trust that exists. So for me, that's the first thing that should happen in any management meeting. The next thing that should happen is dashboard. So the dashboard goes on the table because at the end of the day, they are reporting to you, remember. So remember the process: reporting, recording, reviewing, rectifying. Well, the reviewing and rectifying should identify some issues and opportunities. Hence, if the team member doesn't come to you having identified some issues and opportunities, then they're probably not thinking enough about what's going on in the business. So a very simple LION structure with a whiffle for subjective evaluation and barometer of trust, a dashboard for objective evaluation of personal results, and then the LION structure to create the accountability loop and check for engagement is a really, really powerful yet simple structure. When we implement that, we teach people what we expect. As a result, they need to behave differently because we've now created a really tight accountability loop to improve performance. So your job is to take the concept of LION away and the concept of whiffle and the dashboards that we've talked about in previous sessions. Implement LION meetings one-to-one with your reports into your diary and on a systematic, consistent basis. So every week, they need not be long meetings. They can be 15, 20 minutes, but make them happen because at the end of the day, you should expect what you accept.